Okay, so then just settle down. Try to sit with a straight back. This is last session in this retreat. So then good to make a strong determination to not let the mind wander off. And then generate a really happy feeling about being able to be here, about having been able to do that. It's very rare, it's very precious. And it will bring great results. Then again, you check your motivation. Why am I here? Why did I do this retreat? And try to make it as expansive as possible, so that we start to feel that our mind has no limits. Usually we're just concerned with our own happiness. So now slowly we go towards that goal where we are so strong that we can forget about ourselves. So this is maybe not so much for the people who are just joining us for this session because you didn't do the right build-up. But for those who've been doing the whole retreat, just think, I'm sick and tired of this mind where it's always just about me, or the ones I choose to like. I'm sick and tired of always trying to make this I or ego happy, giving it comfort and pleasures. It's so boring, so meaningless. And then you think, purpose of my life is to be of benefit to others. And you think like this until you feel your mind pulling along with it, your mind being inspired by this, instead of the self-cherishing going, oh, well, I don't know if I can do this. Don't listen to that voice. Just think, purpose of my life is not for me to have pleasures and an easy life. Purpose of my life is to be of benefit to others. You visualize about 4 inches above the crown of your head is a lotus flower. So as you visualize this object, what we call object of refuge, then you check in your own mind, is this a worthy object of refuge? Can I trust this? So you have to check the qualities of your object of refuge, the qualities of the mind of a Buddha. Just think about that for a little while, until you feel inspired and protected. I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings. I prostrate to Guru, Medicine Buddha, each and every offering. Then we offer mandala. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers. I beseech you, Bhagavan Medicine Guru, whose sky-colored holy body. Then you visualize above the crown of Guru Medicine Buddha is a wish-granting jewel, which is in essence your own root Guru. Above that, to you, Buddha, renowned, glorious King of excellent signs, then granting your request from the heart and holy body of the King of Medicine, Guru Medicine Buddha, infinite rays of white light pour down, completely filling your body from head to toe. They purify. So you visualize or you see your body being completely free of all sicknesses, all problems, which are the results of our negative emotions, our negative minds. So then the light rays pour down twice more, first to eliminate the grosser negative emotions like anger, attachment, greed, aversion, jealousy, pride, depression, anxiety, miserliness, and confusion. As the light rays pour down, you visualize that all this gets completely eliminated. Your mind becomes very spacious and luminous. Om Namo Bhagavate. And then the light rays pour down once more. And now you imagine that it eliminates even the most subtle obscurations. Meaning a belief in an inherently existent I, even the most subtle, self-cherishing, who wants to help others for the benefit of oneself. Don't be frightened that you will go out of existence. You're not destroying yourself, or you're not eliminating yourself, you're just eliminating the self-cherishing. That mistaken view that we have about ourselves of being separate. That there's a separate I or a separate me on top of the body and the mind. That one takes up all the space and creates all the problems. So now it's getting completely eliminated and replaced with wisdom. Wisdom understanding reality as it is. Om Namo Bhagavate. Bekanze Raja Samogate Soha. Now by having eliminated even the most subtle form of self-cherishing, you transform into the Medicine Buddha himself if you have had the initiation. If not, you just kind of transform yourself into the form that you would like to have, with the qualities you would like to have. The main thing is that we have a conviction that we have completely eliminated the self-cherishing, that one who creates all the fear of suffering and then creates all the suffering itself. So we did Tonglen this morning with ourselves, now we do Tonglen, which means giving and taking, with others. So this means you are well now, you don't need anything now. You have eliminated all present problems. You have eliminated all the causes for those present problems, which is the negative minds. And you have eliminated the root of suffering, which is this ignorance of believing in inherent existence. Try to have a conviction that this has happened just now. So you can forget about yourself. You are well now. Now others become more important. The happiness of others now is more important. Because what we're doing now, this is not about you, this is about others. Have the courage just to do this, just for this meditation. Whenever the thought comes up, oh, this might be dangerous, don't listen to it. It's just for 10 minutes maybe. You forget about yourself. It's about others. So you visualize in the space in front of you. First we take an easy object, somebody that you really like. Somebody that when you think about this person you relax, your heart completely opens. And then you think that this person, just like me, is undergoing exactly the same situations. Getting sick sometimes, being depressed sometimes, being anxious, having insecurity, dissatisfaction, fear, not being treated the way he or she wants to be treated, not being able to treat others the way we would like to treat them, having what we don't want, not having what we want, exactly the same. Now you think, I have understood where this suffering is coming from, so therefore I can bear it. I'm about to eliminate the causes anyway, so now may this other person be free from all that suffering. It doesn't matter if I get the suffering of the other person, because as we said, this is not about me. What is important is that the other person is free from this suffering. So if this is possible, again, don't force yourself. If you can't do it, then just don't do it. But push a little bit, just for 10 minutes, to forget about yourself. The other person is more important. May this other person be completely free from all suffering. And you think and you visualize that you are taking away the suffering of this other person, be it physical sickness, mental disturbances, afflictive emotion, and even the imprints that create more suffering. That's quite a big thing. So you visualize, you imagine taking all this away from this other person. If it's not too scary, you can use your breath. So can you do the same thing? As you breathe in, the suffering comes out of the other person in the form of black light, dark light. You breathe it in through your right nostril. Bring it down to your heart, where the self-cherishing is sitting, the one who doesn't want the suffering, not even our own suffering, forget about the suffering of others. As this black light hits it, it just shatters it into thousands and millions of pieces, because the self-cherishing doesn't want to remain with you anymore. Don't get distracted by the sound, it's just voices, just sound. Yeah, maybe if somebody can kind of ask them not to have conversation right outside there, that'd be nice. Sharon, if you just pop out. So then again, with this wish for the person to be happy, with this wish for the person to be free from suffering, you breathe out light, and that light represents all the good things that you have, your health, whatever is healthy in the body, your positive states of mind, your positive imprints, all your virtues, all your knowledge about how to transform the mind. That is in the form of light. You breathe out, and the person is receiving it. There's a bit of fear coming up, it's okay, don't listen to it. Just do it. We're just imagining. Because you see, if you have the karmic imprints to experience the suffering of the other person, you will experience the suffering anyway. If you don't have the karmic imprints to experience that suffering, you cannot experience it. So with a completely open heart, very deep-seated wish, may this person be free from suffering. We breathe in, we take away the suffering from this other person. But it has to go somewhere, so we take it upon ourselves. I am not important anymore. The main thing is that this person is free from suffering. It's the mind of a Buddha who thinks like that. I am not important. The main thing is that this other person is free from suffering. When you breathe out light, which represents everything that this person needs, healing light, forgiving light, light that represents love, compassion, wisdom, you completely give it to the other person who is able to receive it. The sound that you hear is the bell of Namgyalma. The Namgyalma mantra is written on that bell. So it is said when it's rung, when the sound goes out, it liberates beings from the hell realms. So just rejoice in that. Somebody's ringing the bell. Through the power of Namgyalma Buddha, beings get relieved from the hell realms. As we breathe in the suffering of the other person, we see the person being relieved of his or her suffering. It's the activity of a Buddha. As we breathe out light, it becomes healing light. Okay, so then, according to your capacity, you can add people there in the space in front of you. It's important that we do it first with somebody that we really want to be happy. So you can add other people, or if you're really courageous, you can put somebody that you don't like, somebody who has harmed you. And in order to be able to do that, we have to reason a little bit. You see, this person was able to harm you because of your own negative karmic imprints. So you created the suffering with a past action, really. That person is just a condition. But now for you, if you're able to let go, if you're able to generate loving kindness for that person, that means letting go. Letting go doesn't mean forget about it. Letting go means you wish the person well. You wish the person to be free from suffering. Then your suffering is finished. As long as you keep holding on to this anger and aversion, you continue to suffer. So now for you, this negative karmic imprint has ripened. That means if you're able to let go, if you're able to forgive, your suffering is finished. But the person will have to endure exactly the same suffering in the future because of that action. And what's the sad thing about this is that if you don't let go of your anger, you create a very strong bond with this person. And then maybe in a future life, when it's the person's turn to be the victim, you will become the aggressor because your anger will push you to do that. And I'm pretty sure you don't want that. So don't worry. When we meditate like this, it doesn't mean that you have to approach that person personally. We just change our mind about this person. You don't need to have actual contact. So again, think, I'm the medicine Buddha now. Nobody can hurt the medicine Buddha. Because why? Because the medicine Buddha doesn't have a self, doesn't have an I. The medicine Buddha is a body and a mind who wants to benefit others. Try to feel this fearlessness of a Buddha. The neediness completely gone. Full of courage. The only purpose to exist, to benefit others. So you see that person in the space in front of you. You can see that the person is suffering. Harming others doesn't make anybody happy. And maybe even see the person as the victim, imagining that they have to endure the same thing as you did. So then now, if you are courageous enough, you think, may that karmic imprint not ripen on that person. I'm going to take away the present suffering, the future suffering from this person, so that this person can be well, so that this person can be happy. Because that's the only way to make them stop harming others, is when they're happy. So when you think, may this person be free from suffering, you breathe in that black light, take it away from the other person. Again, don't forget, this is not about you, this is about the other person. We don't compare ourselves with others now, this is just about the other. You breathe in the suffering of the other person, take it upon yourself so that the person can be free. And when you breathe out light that comes from that luminous space that is our true nature. When the self-cherishing has completely exploded and has vanished, disappeared. That luminous space is fearlessness, courage, love, compassion and wisdom. And we breathe out that healing light that gives the person everything that the person needs. Okay. Then you can very gently let the person fade away with the wish, sincere wish. May he or she be happy. May he or she be well. May he or she find what he or she is looking for. May he or she be at peace with whatever is. Then by doing those visualizations, those meditations, for sure you will become a Buddha very quickly. Because it's to increase our courage. It's to destroy the self-cherishing. So, by doing that, you are thereby transformed into the holy body of Guru Medicine Buddha. At your heart appears a lotus and moon disk. Standing at the center of the moon disk is a blue seed syllable Om surrounded by the syllables of the mantra. As you recite the mantra, visualize rays of light. Rays pervade the sentient beings of all 6 realms. So now for this last meditation, really send it out to the whole universe. Through your great love, wishing all beings to have happiness, and through your great compassion, wishing all beings to be free from all suffering. They are purified of all diseases and afflictions due to the spirits and their causes, and all their negative karma and mental obscurations. Just imagine we're creating a pure land. All harm completely stopped. Everybody using their body, speech and mind only to benefit others. Through the power of our meditation, through the power of our practice, through the power of our mind. Om Namo Bhagavate Bekense Guru Vaidurya Prabharachaya Tathagataya Arhate Samyak Sambuddhaya Tayata Om Bekense Bekense Maha Bekense Bekense Raja Samugate Soha. Om Namo Bhagavate Bekense Guru Vaidurya Prabharachaya Tathagataya Arhate Samyak Sambuddhaya Tayata Om Bekense Bekense Maha Bekense Bekense. Then feel great joy and think that all sentient beings are transformed into the aspect of Medicine Buddha Guru. How wonderful that I'm now able to lead all sentient beings into the Medicine Buddha's enlightenment. Having the confidence of a Buddha, having faith and trust in our own healing capacities by just sending light rays, being able to purify the negative karma of others, if they are open to receive the help. That's the activity of a Buddha. So the same way they helped us now purify our negative karma because we generated regret, took refuge, generated bodhicitta, did the action of visualizing and reciting the mantra, and then making strong determination to oppose the negative minds. The same way as if we continue this practice, we will become Buddhas, and we will be able to do that for others. So we take the result into the path, thinking that we are now Buddhas, and by sending out light rays can truly heal the suffering of others. The tremendous self-confidence of a Buddha, having actualized the prayers and aspirations. Then the Guru Medicine Buddha, top of your crown, melts into light and absorbs into your heart if you had the initiation, if not, between your eyebrows. Your mind becomes completely one with the Dharmakaya, the essence of all the Buddhas. So again, as the blue light sinks into you, completely melts, merges with your own Buddha potential, you feel your body, speech and mind being transformed into the body, speech and mind of a Buddha, and you develop what is called divine pride. This is me, medicine Buddha, having the abilities of medicine Buddha. But although it appears very clearly, it doesn't exist from its own side. Has the function of a Buddha, but is just appearing. And on top of that you put the label I, this is me, but me, just the label. I am the merely labeled medicine Buddha, being able to perform the function of the medicine Buddha, but completely empty of existing from its own side. Okay, then we can do the dedication, page 10. Due to these merits, may I complete the ocean-like actions of the sons of the victorious ones. May I become the holy savior, refuge and helper for sentient beings who have repeatedly been kind to me in past lives. By the virtues received from attempting this practice, may all living beings who see, hear, touch or remember me, even those who merely say my name, in that very moment be released from their miseries and experience happiness forever. As all sentient beings, infinite as space, are encompassed by Guru medicine Buddhist compassion, may I too become the guide for sentient beings existing throughout all the 10 directions of the universe. Because of these virtues, may I quickly become Guru medicine Buddha and lead each and every sentient being into his enlightened realm. Okay, then for the last time we do the dedications. So, Nancy, do you want to distribute? So when you have your sheet, you can just start reading. Again, thinking that for me this is just names, but behind each name there's a human being or an animal who has unwanted suffering and doesn't know what to do about this suffering, otherwise they would not be on the list. So make this not just names, make this persons, beings who suffer. So we dedicate all the positive energy that we have generated together, especially for peace in the Middle East, where there's tremendous suffering going on. May the supreme jewel of bodhicitta immediately be generated in all people's hearts, especially in the hearts of the world leaders, the soldiers, the generals, and also especially in the hearts of the terrorists. May all beings who have power and weapons be guided by their love, compassion and wisdom, instead of being pushed by their ignorance, greed and hatred. Through the power of our practice, may there be peace in people's hearts. And then may all teachers teaching the true path to enlightenment be blessed with good health, long life, and be stable. Because without teachers there's no way we could practice. So especially His Holiness the Dalai Lama is such an inspiration when it comes down to have a peaceful heart, a peaceful mind when you are attacked. Gyabje Zopa Rinpoche, Lama Ösa Rinpoche, Chöden Rinpoche, Kirti Sentra Rinpoche, may he quickly recover from his cancer, may he have a long and stable life. Pudema Locha Rinpoche, Kenzo Rinpoche, Champa Tekchok, may he be able to come to LMB very quickly. All the obstacles to his travel and then staying here for a long time and be able to teach be completely removed. For Geshe Nawang Drapa, may he have long and stable life. He is the Geshe in San Francisco. Yangtze Rinpoche, may he have a very long life and be of benefit to many, many beings. Ken Rinpoche Lama Lungdrup, who is the abbot of Kopan Monastery, where so many of us for the first time have met the Dharma. Then Tenzin Punso Rinpoche, who is the reincarnation of Geshe Lama Konchok, who, as he was dying with his death, he showed us the result of his practice by manifesting so many relics, so that he turned his body into a holy body. May all their holy wishes be fulfilled. May Ribu Rinpoche swiftly return, and may all his holy wishes be fulfilled. May the land of Medicine Buddha flourish as a place of harmony. Dharma, wisdom and learning be financially flourishing and stable, and be able to fulfill all of Gyabje Zopa Rinpoche's wishes for our activities to benefit sentient beings. May everyone who sees, hears, or even thinks about land of Medicine Buddha be blessed with good health, success and long lives. Especially the sponsors of the puja, those who attend to puja, all the benefactors, members and donors, and those who work for Land of Medicine Buddha. May the Dharma flourish within their minds, and may they quickly attain enlightenment. May all the funding necessary for the following projects be quickly received, and the right people to help move the projects along quickly manifest. Because why? Because those projects will be so beneficial for beings by just seeing them, touching them, thinking about those projects, circumambulating, making offerings. They will be able to create so much merit, and that's the only way we can stop the wars, if we have enough merit to have peace. So may all those projects, not just at LMB, but all over the world, quickly be developed. So here it's especially the 100,000 Stupa project, the Tara Home Care, the Pilgrimage Trail verses, beautifying the Tsatsa House, Medicine Buddha Temple, beautifying the Kuan Yin statue, finishing the big prayer wheel. By having those holy objects all around the property, this by itself, through the power of the object, this becomes a zone of peace, where people can then connect to their own peace in their own hearts. May all the FPMT centers flourish exactly according to our Holy Guru's wishes. May the leaders of our country and all the leaders of the world be guided by wisdom and compassion. And may there be peace and harmony in the world at all times. Then to completely finish, we do the multiplying mantras, which are in the dedication prayers, page 34. Chom dende de shinche paja, chom payanda paso pesange nampa nanse uki galpola cha selo. Chanchup sempa sempa chempo kuntu sampo la cha selo. Tayata om pencha jiva ava bodhani so on duru duru jaya muke so. Tayata om pencha jiva ava bodhani so on duru duru jaya muke so. Tayata om pencha jiva ava bodhani so. Om duru duru jaya muke so. Tayata om pencha jiva ava bodhani so. Om duru duru jaya muke so. Tayata om pencha jiva ava bodhani so. Om duru duru jaya muke so. Tayata om pencha jiva ava bodhani so. Om duru duru jaya muke so. Chom dende de shinche paja, chom payanda paso pe sange no vadam lam tanchera tutu pagya pola chasel. Due to the power of the blessings of the eminent Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the power of the infallible dependent arising, and the power of my pure special attitude, may all my pure prayers succeed immediately.